how to adjust the facial bones and skull bones in order to decrease this pressure on the sinuses. Now, what I want you to do is take a look going in this direction. So what you're going to see is the nose is slightly off to the side. If you're seeing also this cheek is slightly forward and this is forward. Now coming in palpatory, that sphenoid bone is off to the left-hand side. Now the sphenoid articulates with the occiput, and he also has an occipital bone that's laterally deviated. Since the sphenoid is incredibly sensitive to move in that direction, I'm going to move the occipital bone first. So I'm going to support the parietal on the opposite side and apply pressure of about 5 to 10 pounds for about 3 to 4 seconds. And that de-stressed out it very much. And now the sphenoid, I'm going to contact the zygomatic and the frontal, open those up, apply about a 2 to 3 pound of pressure because that's incredibly sensitive. Wait, no gloves? Gloves. Why do I need gloves? Wait, making sandwiches here. I'm going to apply pressure on the roof of the mouth, the hard palate. I'm going to put a little bit more pressure on the right side to kick that nose over, but also to de-stress out the sinuses. Now open up. Tiny bit of pressure there. And I'm literally prying my fingers apart to put significant force load on there to de-stress that area out. Now you can take a look. So the lateral deviation has been reduced. But we do this over and over and over again, particularly adjusting C1. So the nerve that supplies the sinuses are less sensitive. We heal the gut so his immune system can function correctly. And then the sinuses, chronic sinusitis, goes away.